What is up, vape trainers? So you want to find out how to make a mining drone that works with the PAM auto mining script? Stay tuned, you're about to find out. Alrighty folks, now that my wine has been refilled, I need to take you through building your first mining drone. Now, building your first mining drone, you have to understand that it's going to take a lot of toying around with it. Now, I've got a few mining drones that I absolutely love. Not this one. Where is it? Okay, so this one is my heavy-duty monster atmospheric miner that I built after a bunch of testing and stuff like that. This thing's got, if I remember correctly, a medium storage, a large reactor, and a bunch of really large atmospheric engines to it. Now, starting off, if you want to just get a flow of resources coming into your base and you don't want to go out and mine it by hand, that's basically the one, not the large one, but I'm going to be basically showing you how to make one that is a good starter one. Because there's one thing you always have to remember with mining drones: the drill itself holds as much as a medium storage container on small grid. So you don't really need a medium storage container when you've got drills. So how we're going to start this bad boy off is we're going to go ahead and get the landing gear. And we're going to make sure we have, oh, whatever, I'll do a large battery onto it. So a lot of people are like, oh, landing gears are horrible. Well, the reason why they're horrible is because people like to try to basically build things on an unpowered landing gear. Because if these things don't have power, they just fall right over. So we're going to go ahead and just slap a battery on top of it just to guarantee that it's got power and we can start building on top of it. So let's go ahead and place a couple of blocks so we have some room to work with. Now, the whole goal here is to make a minimalistic drill so you can get things rolling and you don't have to spend that many resources starting off. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and let's place just a couple of blocks. Let's see, we're gonna have a few blocks coming this way, a few blocks coming this way, and we're going to go and get the drill. Actually, you know what? I think what I'm going to do, I am going to start with a connector. The connectors are good because you're gonna need that regardless. Like, no matter what type of mining ship you're making, you're gonna need a connector. So we're gonna slap this directly on the side here. And we're gonna start from there. Sounds good to me. Let's do a regular conveyor junction, just because the conveyor junction, if you flip it around, it's got 3 ports to it on the front, 3 ports to it on the back. You mainly need the large ports to go directly to the actual connector, or you can use the small conveyor ports on the side of the connector. That's completely up to you. Let's go ahead and just do a battery, because a battery is always needed, and we will definitely get all this connected here in just a second. Let's go. All right, let's get the conveyor junctions for the small grid. Now, I don't like using the actual piping. I'm just like, you know what, screw it. I might as well just use, you know, the actual conveyor junctions themselves. So we're gonna select all this. See that line? That's gonna allow it to go and pipe into that connector and unload wherever you're at. Now let's get a drill. Now on this one, I think I might do 2. I want to say 2. Yeah, 2 sounds good. 2 sounds all right. Let's see. That's perfect there, and we will pop on another conveyor port directly on top here. And then another drill. So, this bad boy right here, nothing special to look at. Yeah, it's just gonna do its job. That's all you needed to do. So take advantage of the side openings here, and we're gonna go ahead and put a gyroscope and probably another gyroscope on the other side. 2 gyroscopes are pretty good for this. Probably overdoing it, but at least it'll have maneuverability. Let's see, we're also going to do, let's go I was going to do a reactor, but let's go off of something that just requires batteries at the moment. Because there's always a chance you haven't found uranium yet, which if you haven't, find it. Pay attention to asteroids. Asteroids, when they crash, or not asteroids, but meteorites, when they crash, they sometimes have uranium. Or if you get into the upper atmosphere, find an asteroid that has uranium. Only places you can find it. Can't find it on the planet unless you're playing on a modded server. So, let's see. We need a sensor. And we need remote control. And let's see, what else do I have on there? Need an antenna. And it's actually really helpful if you have an ore detector. Now, as I said, I don't expect you to have components for all this stuff, as you know, I'm just doing this in creative mode just to kind of show you how to get things rolling. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna slap an ore detector. Let's do it right hither. There we go. And then we're going to do the sensor off the front here. Make sure the smiley face is turned right side up. And then we're also going to do the remote control right here as well. Now remember, with the remote controls, we'll look at the larger size here. The light that's looking at you in the front like this is exactly how it's supposed to, like, this will face towards the front of your ship, and then this will be the top end of your ship. Keep that in mind, all right? So I'm gonna slap this bad boy right here. And let's see, it's an antenna. It's gonna go right here. That might get damaged. Let's just go ahead and slap the antenna right on top of here. Slap it right here on top of the battery and everything. Might be in the way later. We'll fix that in a minute. So we've got basically all the basics. So you've got a sensor, you've got a remote control, you've got an ore detector, antenna. We've got a power source, which is a battery. Honestly, with one of these, I would probably go ahead and slap a small reactor on it, but you might not have that at the moment. I might just do those just because. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and slap some small reactors on here just so they have an additional power source and this thing's not gonna die out on you. So boom and boom. Now remember, when you're building the blueprint of this, if you decide to take the blueprint, first off, make sure to follow me on the workshop. But also keep in mind that even if you can't build it or you don't have the components for it, you don't have to build it to make the thing work. I'm making it so this one will still function. All right, so we're gonna go over here, quick setups real quick. We're gonna pop in here. We're gonna make sure to put the brackets PAM on the connectors and on the sensors. Doop, PAM, doop. Antenna, turn this bad boy down to like 150. At that point, if your enemy's in 150, meters in range, you're already getting shot, so it doesn't matter. Let's see. Ore detector. Blast that guy up to the maximum. Remote control. Reactors, antenna. Okay, that should be good. Now, remember, you need thrusters in all directions, and since I am on the Earth planet right now, I need atmospheric. Now, if you're wondering whether the planet you're on has atmosphere, build a windmill. If you don't get any power out of it, you don't have atmosphere, so you won't use atmospheric thrusters. Now, I might end up doing one that involves hydrogen, but I doubt it, because hydrogen is frustrating to me. Now, I also, my little special touch here, I like to have a seat put on this, because I don't like fiddling around with the cameras and stuff. The cameras are really quite annoying to me. So we're just gonna pop, doop, 5, right on the back end there, good. And we should be able to put a LCD. Now this will display the different commands and stuff while you're trying to control your new ship. So we're gonna slap that there as well. Now, the one major thing that we have completely forgot about putting on this is the programmable block. And programmable block is the main thing that's going to make this work. I mean, this will still function. Like, you could hop on that back seat and go and mine it by hand if you wanted to. But if you want to take advantage and use a mining script, you'll need programmable block. So we're going to go in here, programmable block, drag this bad boy down, and we are going to slap this guy up on here somewhere. And one thing you just definitely don't want damaged while you're flying around with something that is being operated by scripts is the programmable block. I don't exactly have the safest spot here, but you know what? We're just gonna pop it back here. Why not? If you get shot, it's all screwed anyways. So let's go ahead and start placing the thrusters. Now, thrusters, atmospheric thrusters, require a lot of, whatchamacallit, motors. So keep that in mind. You might want to start gathering up some motors and everything, and you have to make sure to put, you need thrusters in all directions. All directions. So we're gonna go ahead and move this one down so it's even. There we go. We've got these, boom, boom, and then we're gonna probably flip this one, bam. So we've got, I can probably disconnect this and it'll float. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we have thrusters going left, right, up, down. Good stuff, right? Now we need some to slow us down. So I'm pretty sure I could probably put this bad boy right here. Let's see. Put that one going that way. That one going that way. Now, the way I like to make mining drones is I need to build everything else, all the additional structures, at a point where if the drills are drilling straight in, they won't constantly get clipped on the sides and they won't take damage, because that will interfere with your entire mining operation. So we've got two going forward, we've got one. Let's go ahead, we'll do one more off the base here. That should be fine. Yeah. Yeah, it looks fine. Right. Let's hop in here real quick. So you're gonna hit control, you're gonna do small grid, whichever one is the shortest distance, and ba-ba-boom. You actually have a mining drone. Now, it's not the prettiest thing ever, but it'll work. It'll do its job. Take it for a few laps. See how it is about braking. Can you turn it completely upside down? Will it fall? It doesn't fall. Now, Q and E are great because they're allowed for rotation. Ooh, that's not good. Ooh. Alright. So definitely what needs improvement on that side is we need more off to the sides, because you saw how when I rotated it, it started to fall. You don't want that. So let's see, can I do? I can. Now, a lot of the times I would just jump to using a large motor, but I'm not going to because I don't want to overload this with a bunch of stuff, you know? I want you to be able to build this basically when you first start. Motherfucker, I could have swore I want remote access and I want to control this thing. Okay, so we are up and moving. So sideways, it'll hold me up. Sideways, it'll hold me up. Straight up, it'll hold me up. Straight down, it will hold me up. So you might end up adding more to this, but we're just gonna hop on over to the PAM aspect. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit Control B, and this is going to get saved as the YouTube first drone, first mining drone. Okay, and exit out of there. So this thing will be on there. It's not pretty, but it'll do its job. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and hop in the seat here, hit K, remote access terminal, make sure we're connected to all that. Show sensor field range. And we're gonna change the name YouTube Mining. There we go. Bam bamboozle. All right, control panel, let's go on down here. And let's go to the connectors already labeled as PAM. Sensors PAM, good. Programmable block. Hit edit, go to browse scripts. If you haven't been onto the actual workshop for the PAM auto mining system, get it. I'll put it in a link in the description below. Copy to editor, check your code, compilation successful, hit OK, hit OK. So this thing should be ready for this. And also on your text panel, make sure to put in brackets PAM so that it will get the feed from that. So you can hit V, hold down Alt, look down. Oh, we're blocking our thing now. But yeah, it shows all the data on that panel. Damn it. You know what? We're gonna get, well, nope, stop it. We're gonna get rid of you. And I don't think I can place it on the back. Nope, I can't. All right. Okay, let's slap a block on hither. And then an LCD on the block. Perfect. Not perfect. I really felt I shouldn't have had to do that, but I do. So pop in here, PAM, boom. Should load up everything on the screen like it's supposed to. There it is. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and hit remote access, take control, and I'm gonna go ahead and set up some quick shortcut buttons. We're gonna hit G, we're gonna go find the programmable block, and we're gonna drag it here. Go run, and we're gonna type in up, and you're gonna do down, apply, stop, and continue. All right, so now that we've got this bad boy set up, we can go ahead and get him ready to go. So take him on over to your handy dandy connector that you have attached to the conveyor ports in your base. And you know what, you can go ahead and drag the connector down here, lock, switch lock, there we go. All right, drag him over here, and we are going to have a look so that I can land this, go down. Yeah, landing complete. Hit 9, connect that bad boy. So you've made your first little drone. It's time to test it out. Now, I have a feeling that this drone is probably not going to have enough thrusters for a large amount of resource. Now, the drills themselves are going to be acting as your storage for your drone. So we are going to go ahead and test this out with stone, because it's one of the easiest things to test out, and there's a lot of it. But hit view, look at your control panel. All those little buttons that you set up here allow you to go back and forth between those. So we're gonna hit record. Now it has set its home, and you're gonna go ahead and disconnect. We're gonna fly this bad boy up. We're gonna go on over this way just to find a place to mine. Now, as I said, you need to make sure that a lot of things are like, whether it's able to do all the stuff you need it to, but a lot of it is just trial and error, man. Like, this thing probably is going to have a really bad time whenever it comes to actually mining large amounts of anything. But this is just to get things rolling. And if you don't know if it can handle like all the different directions, go ahead and give it an easy spot to, you know what? The easiest thing would probably be to take it to a wall of stone or something and have it start doing that just to mine the stone for you. But we're gonna zoom in here. You see how it shows the actual like block of what it's gonna mine? Go ahead and set that bad boy up, go back to view. Let's go ahead and start new job. Now this should go ahead and mine everything. Now I like to add like spotlights on the front, and everything else, because I feel that it like makes it so I can see what's going on. You know, you're flying around in the darkness of space, you want the ability to see what's going on. Now, the reason why I said the whole goal was to be able to make sure it can drill straight down and not cause damage to itself is because that's all the PAM auto miner does. It doesn't drill it like, you know, surface drilling. No, it goes straight in and it will dig out the entire area that you selected to tell it to mine. So, as you can see, it's just mining a path. So, it says it's only 76% full on its load. There's a chance that it's already too heavy. You're gonna watch the overall movement here. Let's see, can it get back? It doesn't have enough forward thrust. It's like maxing itself out. Either way, it's gonna try. It's gonna make it. It's gonna do it! But you go in here, remote access, terminal, look at that inventory. So the drill actually picked up silica too. That's pretty nice. So it maxed itself out at 3,000 something. Not quite sure if that's, I don't know, it's still quite a bit. You're getting, you know, quite a bit. I mean, if you have 10 times the inventory, you're gonna, you know, be bringing back 10,000 on your own. This thing, have enough drills, you're bringing back, you know, 12,000. I don't know, it all depends. But thank you guys for tuning in. Give it a shot, go hop into creative mode, and go ahead and design yourself your own little drone. Now remember to make sure to hit Control B to save the blueprint of your drone, so later on while you're inside an actual server, you can use the projector to rebuild it. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Y'all come back and see me again. Keep on surviving, and make sure to go check out my video series, the You Choose Space Engineers video series. I need some votes and stuff. I need your input on it. And yeah, I'll catch you next time.